but it has come back. Anyways, where were we?
Oh yeah. We were talking about a victim, victim blaming.
Yeah, yeah,
We
I'm
have
trying to
saying,
find the specific part where I did drop off. Oh yes, I remember now. Yeah. Um, honestly, it is quite sad that yes, while we do want to protect our female counterparts, it's very difficult to do so because most of y'all are, yo, let me tell you something. Let me not tell you something. Let me share one story with you, right? So imagine telling one of the great biggest lies you could ever tell. You tell this to your father, your uncle,
mm, mm,
brother, your boyfriend.
wow.
These four men, all great men in their own rights, right?
Mm-hmm.
They gang up on this poor kid and beat him within an inch of his life.
Mm-hmm.
When the police arrive, you know, the police do, they join in on the beating.
Yep.
And only to find out that she, just because Paris say, yo, you're not ready for come to and bust her virginity yet. Girl take offense
Mm-hmm.
and say, all right, so you think you're Mr. Big Man or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the biggest lies.
Yep.
And that man is scarred for life.
Yep.
Even now.
Yep.
So when I see my fellow co-workers and so-called friends are gonna look upon me, because I still
Mm-hmm.
haven't forgiven some people for come lay some very dangerous claims towards me, you know, Bradshaw.
Man.
As we all remember that little scenario with that girl that
Yep.
got murdered because when she take hype after her boyfriend tell her say she mustn't drive with this brother no more. But did she
Mm-hmm.
listen? No, she did not. And her little rotted end up dead. Yeah, no. Well, she get that word, then she get killed. And
Mm-hmm.
some people had the gall to look upon me and comment on the master talk, but you know that some of your friends are doing it too, you just not talk. But man, me tell you, say, I have never felt so angry and disgusted in my life. And I've been through some things. Because
Mm-hmm.
not only are you laying claim that I know actively that several of my male counterparts are partaking in this action, but you have the gall if you try to insinuate it to me too.
Yep.
I will say this, and I will. Oh, this is the only time I will ever say this. If that bitch was in front of me, even 5 meters, I would have knocked her out.
There you go.
Because
People
people,
talk.
wanna not understand the
Yeah.
level of debauchery what that kind of claim does to a man's reputation, you know.
Yep. And that's where most people fall short. Because you know, I'm gonna take you away from me, doctor. We're gonna go back to this.
Yeah,
Because
man.
yeah, this is a very, very touchy and very important topic. Because people, for those of you who do listen, try if you understand something. You can't build a community if it's built on lies.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a good relationship. Everybody, if you're starting this shit based on a lie, do you know how dangerous it is for you to lie to your significant other about certain things? Do you understand how dangerous it is to lie to the police about certain things? Like, I mean, I know consequence used to be the main factor behind certain things. You understand me? And shame, but understand something. Back in the day, whether it was the parents of the attacker or the parents of the attacked, both sides would have told you to go to the police. There was never a time in history where the offender and the victim are being told that you don't need to make this get bigger than it actually is. And I'm like, You raped someone's child, male or female. So this is not just a man thing, and people need to let this shit go. Like women can't rape. I hate that crap. So, and I'm not saying this to redirect to ladies. Just people need to let go this notion like women are incapable of doing malicious and outright despicable things to men too, or to other women, and vice versa. I knew girls, right, that were so calculated that they used their virginities as leverage to get certain things done or certain people taken care of. People even understand how far that person's willing to go. She's willing to part with her virginity to get something diabolically done to somebody who she ain't even fuck. Try to understand what we are talking about. People. We're not even talking about somebody who beat her up. Let's not even go that route, shall we? I met girls, right, who don't like the man. Let's run a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time, right, back in high school, there was this chick, right,
Yeah.
who didn't give me the time of day. You don't know. As I started growing, I realized, yo, simping ain't pimping. Simping ain't pimping. So, say, hell nah, I am not gonna be this bitch lapdog. And forgive my female listeners and who do pay attention to us. Don't take that as disrespect. Just take that with a grain of salt. You understand me? Or who pretending? The most fictitious comments I've ever heard, and the most degrading and pretty much make me feel like a piece of meat. It was done by women. So anywho, right? So for anybody who has never been sexually harassed, believe me, I'm a man. I don't like it. There's nothing flattering about it. It's quite cringe, especially when this person is touching you. And people around you see and feel the awkwardness in the air, but no one says anything.
And keep in mind, people, this is a man speaking, which means he understands what women go through on a daily basis. So
It
for all,
happens.
so for all you little lambs out there that are going to comment on this and make some little judgmental biases, don't worry. I'm
I
on you
had a,
already. You get me?
Mhm.
Right. Continue, Bradshaw.
I had to come on the video because I want the few viewers we have who do watch this. Try to take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. And this happens more than you think it does. I had a former coworker who I think even though he got a different job and eventually left, there was something underneath all of that he wasn't saying, that he probably wanted to say, but probably was too ashamed to say because we've been socialized to believe that only women can be sexually assaulted. There have been conversations me and this man has had, and this man's like, yo, sometimes I don't even want to come work. I was like, yo, yeah, I get it. I'm friendly with everybody, but why do y'all have to put your hands on me? Like, I'm not saying that, fine, but why you have to put your hands on me? Women are very hands-on. Them very pinchy, especially them like you. Them like touch you, them like put them hands on you. Some all go as far as I'll squeeze up on you, rub up on you.
That,
Ladies, women
and,
can be creeps too.
and that's
Women
why
can
this
be
and
creeps
that's why the
too.
whole notion that
Grab in front. You can imagine you do something. And you're stepping out, like say stepping out somewhere where the cameras can see for a second. And then follow you go inside there. I feel you up in the resta. Legitimately grabbing you up.
Bradshaw.
What the hell? Now somebody hitting it up.
My record is because I couldn't believe my eyes. I did a holiday over in the US. Don't remember which one, but we did I get plenty of free time, essentially. But you know, I was in my local station. I mean, just did a listen to a documentary, National Geographic. Just chill.
Yeah.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see this young lady, and my brother, keep in mind, young lady has a boyfriend, Good youth. And when I saw, I'm not telling you something, Bradshaw, yes, if you see her legs, like without like stockings or anything, mesmerizing, not lie. And
you can be honest. You can be honest, yo.
And hey,
listen to me. Continue.
And her legs, they long. Them long.
Damn.
So out of the corner of my eye, not once, not twice, not 3 times, almost 5 to 6 times I saw this girl elongated, stretch her leg like so she don't know what she do. I feel up bossy wood. So I was like, pause for a second. And then, you know how me know say, he was very awkward about it and he never wanted it to happen. The man recoiled and he recoiled so much. So the man have to get up, left out of the department for a good half an hour each time. Keep in mind, no, we get free time, so that means no car now come in, none of him take. I'm going to go outside, go link him, and I'm say, yo, you're good. And the man say, nah, I am not. Man say, yo, bad man, I know that I like the female species, but this is too much.
And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I've shared stories like that before. I've experienced that before. Ladies, me understand someone really believes that his own alone face harassment. No, you're not. I understand something. I've been a librarian before. You understand me? And the head librarian. Now call the name, and not talk which library. Now tell you understand me? Confidentiality. Quite frankly, none of the way right now can't afford a lawsuit. So I shall unfortunately leave certain things open. But again, true story. I was a intern librarian, right? After a while, I realized the nicer I got to the head librarian, the more laxed she became. You get us come to the company. You're trying not to create waves. You're not really known. You don't know people yet. So, you brush it off as, maybe she was just trying to be friendly. Then after a few weeks, you realize that conversations normally turn physical, as in simple conversation like this. Before you know it, her hand is on my thigh. Her hand is on my shoulders. Explaining certain things almost feels like I'm being caressed. Not thinking much of it, eh? And by the way, ladies, for those of you who say, oh my God, really? I mean, try to understand something. I was like 21, 22. And I was working out like every single day. So yeah, for those of you who are like, oh my, yeah, I was reaming with muscle. Underneath my dress shirt, because office related. A dress shirt didn't do me justice. Is either two things happen when we wear a dress shirt back in the day. Is either it made me look fatter or it made me look swollen. 9 out of 10, it normally made me look swollen. And women never understood the possibility that a man can look that good and not want none of y'all. I know, shocking. And yes, I am not gay. So again,
Funny. It's not the fact that you say it, it's because I know that we have some people under the comment section who are going to say some stuff. So I understand, Bradshaw. So continue, my brother.
Yeah, and I won't lie, like, again, you just reach. You're not trying to create waves. So you lean back, you overlook things, it happens a second time, a third time.
And then it just continues, and then you're like, all right, this is getting a bit too personal.
The final straw was one afternoon. I think I was restocking shelves or something, or rearranging the books accordingly. And I was called into her office. She dropped something. So she what she carried it, bent down to pick it up. So if you can't reach it from the other side, and I bent down to pick it up. Yeah.
Damn.
Mark you, ladies and gentlemen, this lady is not ugly. She's not ugly in the slightest. Try if you understand this. Most young men would probably jump at the opportunity of seeing a woman with no panties on from underneath the table. Shit. Well, I'm not done it. Some thirsty men would probably go underneath the table. Those who don't understand what the hell was happening.
And to be fair, most of y'all, we wouldn't blame you. But understand this. And I think it resonates with this entire group that we've built on controversial topics. Most of it too professional. We subjugate ourselves to it. And you know, the minute that Bradshaw said, oh, something dropped, can you pick it up for me? I knew exactly where this was going. I was like, this is one of the OG books. Them I didn't, you not even did have to send nothing for me get that the alley hoop them. It just comes and say, slam dunk, boom.
Yeah. Yep. And ladies, like me said, gentlemen, for those of you who have stories like this, write them in the comment section. Ladies, same thing. Yeah. Believe me, we are both, and this is why victim.
Make it easier for them. You don't want an identity exposed. Add an ID. Take off on the profile picture for the time being.
And change names. It's okay to change a name. It's okay. It's okay to change a name.
Stuff that is typed on YouTube, you have to leave it up to interpretation anyway.
And and people need to also take this into consideration, It doesn't matter your sex. You can be a victim. It's just that society don't quickly remind men that yes, you can be victims too. Yeah? You can be the victim of scams, you can be the victim of deception, manipulation. You're not.
Here in Jamaica land, we love 14-year-old boy losing virginity to a big 30-year-old woman, front fat and everything.
Nothing those.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Charlie. Yo, wake up yourself, you're done. And then years later, you look back on that shit, you're like, damn, I got assaulted and didn't even know.
Yeah. Ladies, gentlemen, let's make it normal to call out a spade a spade. I hate that bizarre, and I've always had a problem with this notion. So just because you as a young age, 12, 13, 14, get pussy by force, and I have to be honest, by a pussy by force, because she forced the pussy upon you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, men can be raped too. Men, your sons, your uncles, your niece, well, not your niece, your nephew, your father. Yes, it's quite possible for him to be raped. I've known men women send them a drink, him raise a drink, turn back to him friends, and one of the girls at the bar who him pay respect for the drink was working with the girl who was at the table. So him turn for paying respect to the one at the table, the one at the bar slips sitting there and drink. This shit is done in a matter of seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, just like one man will say a girl and say, "Bumba clad," I would have fuck you till it fool.
I mean,
that men look at men and say the same shit too.
I don't want to be that first, but ladies should know this after all. There is the idol Cardi B did admit to doing this shit. But that's our glass over these days. But she did say, say.
Trey songs, right? Every lady is supposed to, modern day lady, at least you want a Trey song, right? I'm about to dive in. For those you don't know, but yeah, that Trey songs, right? Trey Songz was in a club, I think, in Miami or LA, one of them, right? He was at the VIP section, and Trey Songz a girls kind of guy, so him call, all for them. So he's there kicking it with them, and a girl must have called to him and turned him head for a few seconds. And while his head is turning, the corner of his eye was still activated, and the girl never knew. So he turned him head to a station and stop. She dropped something in him cup and him turn him look down. Him turn immediately and look down. Then him look up back on her and get her look here like, ladies, let this be known. I know someone can't believe this because social media and none of the female them who do them things here, if them do talk about it, if them do talk about them do it as a accomplishment or something. But yes, your friend, your family member, as long as she's a human being and shit does happen, but some women do rape men. Some women do rape men. Nothing away, and people have this misconception. Oh, that's because you're young and she's on the mature side. It's still rape. It's still rape. Oh, just okay, you never have to work for fuck it. Don't mean say she entitled for it. No, without consent, it's called rape. Male or female, we need to change this narrative.
I know.
Personality, a man can be raped. The hell?
You don't want to know when I said these things in Jamaica, even right now.
One last thing for me. Take your point, doctor. And we
man.
also need to let go of this bullshit stigma. Once a man say he was raped, it's not that he was penetrated most of the time. But Jamaicans are so narrow-minded by the way them think. When a man gets raped, love, it can both be him being, being raped or him doing the raping. Or him being raped. Yes, stop doing that. Stop narrow-mindedly cut down the parameters of, someone being assaulted, sexually or otherwise. Just because I'm stronger than you, bigger than you, and you choose to do this to me, and I say no. You try to, come on, ladies. Ladies, I've known girls who literally come in my room and threaten for black me, scandal me, because I wouldn't touch them. What? Because she said something, I do something that turned me off, and I'm like, nah, I swear I'm good, yo. Like,
I know. There's going to still be some females who hear that and is going to think that, oh, maybe you should have. And then when we and when we spin that same bullshit notion around, you know what they're going to say to us? How dare we?
There you go. There you go.
One of the most scariest things, even to this day, and trust me, I am saying this from experience. It's young male teachers, especially in the school system, starting from high school. I don't advise them to teach no all girls school, none at all. I don't care what nobody wants it, and I know why I say that.
Contrary to what you may or may not believe, schoolgirls rape male staff members often. Well, let me explain. Rape is rape. Yeah, rape is rape. Oh, this is why I'm glad we've reached the age of technology. Try to understand something. It's recently now men can actually record certain things. You heard me? Back then it used to be your word versus mine, but it wasn't your word against it was your word, was my word against you and them tears. Yeah. There was an unfair advantage, and then you're gonna hear, oh, if you're telling the truth, it shouldn't matter. Bullshit. Bullshit, as that meme says. That little white boy. Bullshit.
Even with the technology, the remaining standard fact remains. You could win the case and you could get off all charges. You know what's going to be the end result of it? You're going to lose your job. Your life will go lose a woman. Your job and reputation go being attacked. yeah,
Your
let me
reputation is
just
going to be in tatters.
let me just say this from experience and a co-worker of mine that when we used to teach, right? So we were, going about. We were basically intern practice teachers, And your boy was, when still chunky, but did have more most of the define and stuff, Do what we did about, do a thing. And then a couple of 14-year-olds just forward upon planet Earth, God green Earth. They were simping as I have never seen simping before, and I guarantee I didn't know what simping meant back then. But hey, they were look for my brethren, they were looking up and down everything. And keep in mind, I am an observant person to the point where it betrays me. Because I used to play it off and say, well, you can get all that student attention, more free time for me. If only I knew the shit this man was going through and then it came on to me eventually. The problem was when you're attracting both schoolgirls and teachers. So,
all right, Dr. Let me add to your point because something like this almost reached me too. Same thing, it's about being an assistant teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, believe me, my experience catalog long. Your boy didn't even at one point there war for a load barrel. From the peeps of the peeps. Well, that's why we can say, yo, we can't work anyway. Anyways. Oh shoot. You just say earlier, add to it. You just say a few
I say, assistant teachers. You say you have
remember this now. So same thing. I was an assistant teacher, kindergarten, right?
Hold
on. This was primary prep school. So I entered as a kindergarten assistant teacher from grade 2 to around grade 5 warming. I think you're the first time I ever see a man, right? From grade 2, teacher them we attack, from grade 2 teacher to grade 5 warming. Plus the kindergarten teacher them. The reason why I'm gonna say grade 6, cause I'm a man. So otherwise from that though, your boy was breaming with muscles, my guy. Breaming. Shoot. One point, like I said, the video them now with the girl on my way, the hella tight clothes and a victim, like, oh, it's because I'm so, I feel, victimized. It's because of my appearance. I feel, and then you come to find out, that she wasn't born like that. So obviously you got your body done to be seen, to be, admired.
Yep.
This is not you being victimized. You purposely chose the clothes you chose to be seen. We all know what's close fitting and what's normal fitting.
And I want to also put this
we both know the difference.
No, I want to also put this notion to bed. I have seen the tightest of the tight in clothes, right? I've seen some girls wear some things that has made my eyes open wide. But guess what? It still never enticed me enough. Yeah, sure, I'm going to talk with them, but am I going to really go that far to get to second base? Especially when we know say half of them already have them, man. And we all know how fickle some females be. The minute you talk to them, all of a sudden they feel as if, oh, they have some control and power over you. Poor thing, they even know say you're just being friendly.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Y'all ladies know that term, right? Because y'all like to use the same shit on men. Guess what? Me and Bradshaw, we have that shit in spades.
Been there, done that too many times. Shoot. Hell, at one point, my own wife looked at me and said, you're too nice. I'm like, what do you mean? So the energy you give off would what's what you say? Would cause girls to get the wrong idea. I said, what do you mean? She's like, just you be nice right there. You need not pay attention, but that girl wants you. And I'm like, Well, damn. That's
That's,
all it takes.
and
So
then
it's not,
and then
well, I know that. So it's not just that, it's just your confidence. Again, gentlemen, you see that thing called confidence? A hell of a thing. It's a hell of a drug if you master it. You heard me? Confidence, even when you know you're not the smartest guy in the room, you're not afraid of motherfuckers. That is confidence. And they know it too. Like, damn, that little motherfucker, my bad. They know.
I
They
mean
know. They
I've
know.
been this,
And women can tell. This is what people feel if you understand. You ever hear a woman say, she don't know how to describe a man, but she knows one when she sees one? There you go. When you hear a woman make that terminology from the boy, you know something right with you. I
yep.
can't describe it, but once I see it, I know it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been called him more than once. So again, confidence, my guys. Confidence. But yeah, we have some other to say about that.
Oh, I say, fam, I've said this mantra many times and I will continue to say it. From you're under the age of 18, and even this, so it's a stretch for me. You see that thing called prison? No, not absolutely. And then the most shocking thing that I watched happen to my friend, this man actively tried to play, like, he would actually try to talk to these girls, and I tell them, say, yo, I'm gonna try to ease them off. But man, I am convinced if I was not there that day, that man would have disappeared and I would have never seen him again, because when hey, you have females called man aggressive. I have seen females, the youngest of the young, show so, hey,
Oh my
you
God.
would think,
Oh my
you would
God.
think, someone of his height would be enough, But man, you see females in numbers, and then you have to also consider, people. We as men don't want to be portrayed as women beaters because we know how easy that book gets thrown at men so easily. So we
Oh
have to hold back ourselves from do certain things.
yeah.
And women know this. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they
That's
use it
it.
to the
That's it.
youngest of females know this crap. Where you think so much young girl so quick to snitch on it, them boy count up as a prep school. Then when you reach a high school, oh, he did it.
Mm-hmm. Come on, and gentlemen, let's be real here. We've all been in a situation where you know you did absolutely nothing wrong. But because, and let's be fair here, because you're a boy, it was easier to throw you under the bus. And
As
we've
a,
all been
one
there.
step one step further, you're the oldest of your family. And you have two younger siblings, sisters. Oh,
Mm-hmm. They know. They know.
yeah, man.
They know. They know. You're not dumb.
Manipulation, manipulation at its highest order.
Yeah,
I
but you
think
see
so.
that. You say, but that's the thing though. One time, when she started her manipulation, common sense was still in play, where a father or a mother could literally read the situation and realize that she is trying to be slick.
Yep.
But now we've reached a generation now where common sense ain't all that common no more. And this goes to both men and female. You understand me? I've read certain posts on Facebook for I'm like, why do you need help? Again, and I realized something. Facebook starts sending people my direction. Again, most recently, Facebook must think I'm
I
what,
mean,
thirsty or something.
to be honest, anytime I see the suggestions, and unless it has a good portion of people who I know this person, but still not at it. So really and truly, I just ignore it because it doesn't mean anything to me. And
No,
I think to me,
number one,
no.
Facebook. I think well, then again, your problem was a child. I feel old. But anyways, I remember when Facebook just started. You feel me? When the craze
Hey,
was everybody, well on everybody, I run to get friend.
Bradshaw,
What?
I remember the first
People
time I
add
made a
friend and
Facebook
people are
account.
refuse, reject. Nothing. My life is me have over near 700 friend requests unanswered. And every few months, Facebook give me more. I mean, keep refusing to answer them. And they're still there waiting for me for what? Accept. Mark, I refuse. You think them that remove them down? They're still there. They're still there.
They're not gonna remove them until you physically remove them. They're no business.
It's crazy. You never fucking ask me to put them there in the beginning. What the fuck? Oh my god. You know, I'm not lose my Ross mind, you know. Oh, so but yeah, ladies, I've been in situations. Let me say I've been in situations where women want me, have man, can't have me. And if me never set up certain boundaries and people feel pay attention to what going wrong with, you know, some girl call her man and say, me I try violate. I say, dog, come with them brethren them for fuck me up. Ladies, and don't act like y'all don't do well. When I say y'all, y'all know a girl or a woman or our family members who have done this shit before. She want the youth don't want her, but she still persists. She still hang on. She still a fling the pussy upon the youth and know the youth don't want her. When when they finally sink in, so she don't really want her, him can her. You know, him draw a fast one upon her, him force himself. It all becomes so all of a sudden now. She used to bring the pussy 3 times a day, come game, but once you finally realize this man, he turned rape all of a sudden. Well, 1 or 2 of them bring the pussy come sessions turned into him forcing himself onto you. Why?
And before any of you yes do get this smart Alec idea, we know that even if you're in a committed relationship or married, yes, a man can force himself onto said woman, but that's not what Bradshaw is saying. Because females have this tendency to play this card where when they're not in the mood, the man should just die down his tendencies. But the
Yep.
minute he goes looking for service elsewhere, all of a sudden now he's the victim. He's the bad guy. How dare him?
Contrary to what people may or may not believe, that book where body love read and call themselves Christian, I don't believe majority of the people who call themselves Christian actually read the motherfucker before them actually run off their mouth. There's a part in the Bible that warns accordingly to ladies, wives, be careful. If you do not do what you're supposed to do for your husband, you can't be upset if there's a thing in the Bible called the wandering eye. That's men. Believe it or not, for you idiots who did not know. We possess the wandering eye compared to y'all. Even today, I had to say a prayer to God. He's like, yo, John, I'm tell I'm glad that my life is another day, etc., etc. You know, all good things. And then the last part, I kind of asked, like, your father got it rough. Why you give men the lustful eye? I mean, understand, commitment is a man's struggle in a nowadays. It's so easy to do wrong as a man. It's easy. I feel away.
And
But
the saddest thing about it, is that you're one wrong, you're a monster. How dare you? And
yeah.
I just can't agree to that adage because can't we make mistakes?
No,
I
no,
understand,
no.
understand, say, if a man has continuously done the same thing over and over again, you just kind of leave that where it is. But like, you mean if you tell me, say, none of y'all have been ever tempted by the flesh? None? None at
Let,
all?
let me do you one better. Let me do you one better, right? And what you just said, does anybody make mistakes? I've been a Jamaican my entire life.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's only been 5 years I've been here, which means a good 30 something plus they are yard. Yeah? This is what I've learned. Jamaicans love tell us say they don't forgive. No, we don't. There's an old saying say, oh, no matter what you do, any sin that is discovered in Jamaica, it turns into a permanent sin. This is why no matter what you do, you will never truly get forgiveness in Jamaica. One of the darkest and dumbest belief system you ever see. It says that you, and this is why on previous podcasts I've said, now for those of you who love say, oh, well, nobody's perfect. You know, nobody's perfect. No. Most of you don't believe that. Most of you do not believe that. And let me prove why I'm going to say you don't believe that. It's quite easy, really. You know, when that saying applies in your life or any situation that you're a part of, Guess when that saying, you know, nobody's perfect. Guess when it means something to you? When it's you who does the fuckery. Only that line only matters to you when it's you in the wrong, or you fumble the ball, or you do some foolishness. Oh, I mean, oh come on, baby. Like you've never made mistakes. Come on. I mean, you know, nobody's perfect. Oh, anytime you hear nobody say that line, we say, nope, you're a fucking lying. You are a fucking liar. I wish I was lying. I call people out now when me hear them say that shit. I call you out because most of them don't believe our phone I say. Most of them really don't believe it. But you are socially programmed to believe it.
And honestly, it's not a knock. It's not a knock against you people. It's because y'all have y'all
Man
have
and
fil-
woman, it
y'all
applies
have
to.
y'all have filtered yourself to just
Mm-hmm.
no longer be able to think for yourselves. And that's the
Yes.
best thing about it. Because I'm a strong advocate for commitment in any relationship, especially in marriage, even though I'm not married. But what I won't stand is that the first sign of a mistake, we need to go. Huh?
Oh my God. I wish a nigga would. Understand this, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean gentlemen, I mean that very loosely nowadays. But understand something. I would be raising my daughter to pay attention for the red flags. I'm not going to be that parent. I'm sorry. I'm not going to believe gun drops and rainbows and unicorns and sugar plum fairies. I can't. You know why I can't? Because times have changed. We are in probably one of the most information consuming time ever. Kids are not the same kids anymore. Children as early as 2, 3 years old are becoming slaves to technology. So people are compared the 90s when, you know, people used to still sit down on the dinner table and eat. Nowadays, people sit down in a living room eating while watching TV. So nowadays, it has taken the place of family, conversation, small talk. All of that gone. You know where it gone? In our phone now, on the TV for some people. But mostly for most nowadays, at least 80% of people, they phones. 80% of people. I put my phone down and go about my business. Forget somebody even have it on me. And I just, oh my God, I don't have my phone. But no people almost halfway to where them go and turn back. Because them can't. They couldn't bear being without them phone for an hour. For an hour. 60 minutes was too much for them to go without having a phone present, their phone present.
And I know it must be said, you know,
And people don't believe
this
slavery still exists. People
and
don't believe slavery still exists.
I know
Wow.
there is, I understand that fully. I mean,
60
I
minutes,
I
people,
have
60
done that.
minutes.
I have done that, but then some comical occurrences have occurred when I didn't have that phone. Like honestly, I'm not saying that people call me like every minute, but on the off chance that you comically just leave your phone and decide to not go back for it, you'll be surprised the amount of people call, especially your family, especially your parents. You'll be
I know.
surprised. And then when they
I
reach
know.
home and they ask you, why didn't you go back for the phone? You're like, did I already reach that phone already? I didn't think I
There
was
you go.
to be gone that long. Never gone that long anyway.
Exactly. Or best believe the phone, and let's be known, the phone is engineered purposely to keep you looking at it. For those of you who do not know this, and I know for a lot of you really don't know this. So again, this is to inform you, and also for those of you who are so blatantly because you know better. Blah blah blah. No, fuck that. No, we're we're about unity over here. We're about togetherness over here. You understand me? Sometimes it does come off a bit harsh, but it is about you. This is the lessons that used to be taught when I was growing up. Yeah, if you want the traditional life, like moving forward in that sense, this is probably one of the best examples for both male and to an extent females. Because again, we're not telling women how to be women. We can't. I can illustrate based off what I've seen a traditional woman when she was raising her children and when she was raising her sons, and I can only illustrate from what I've seen because I'm a man, I'm a visual creature. I pay attention because contrary to what they used to teach you, girls used to know that men used to pay attention and society used to pay attention to your past, your as I'm say, your file. Yes, you used to have a file. Before your file used to mean something to you. Nowadays, girls can go on internet and say, I don't think you should swallow nut after you suck them off. Anybody can help me? Oh, I feel bad. What? Who raised you?
I mean, as Dario would have probably said, spitters are quitters. So
Who the fuck raised you? I get that, but who the fuck raised you?
I mean, to be honest,
Arm off to you, my dear.
I mean, to be honest, Bradshaw, I mean, the things that people ask for, them kind of stupid generic, questions that people ask, especially on TikTok, I genuinely just bypass it because at the end of the day, the cloud chasing will never end for some people.
Mm-hmm.
It won't end until you end up like that brother who did literally walk into somebody's house, stole the old lady's dog, and then he tried to mess with that old guy's shopping cart. He was gathering food. The old guy though, bossy pulled his 9mm and popped two cans in his ass. Then his family had
then he balled racism.
No, I don't even that.
Right, racism.
That wasn't even the part that pissed me off the most.
I was like, what?
The thing that pissed me off
was black. I was like,
no. The thing that pissed me off was the family pretended to be so ignorant of his blatant messed up behavior. I'm like, y'all contributed to this. Y'all realize that, right? This man didn't just get up one day and just pretended to be an asshole. Y'all made him this way.
And this ties back into the whole victim conversation we're having right now. That young man went full on victim mode.
And
it's because I'm black. It's because I'm a minority. It's because my family did not born in England and I came here and my family and it's because you white people 60 you're 80% control England and I'm like
no, that's
remember you came to their country, right?
It's not even that enough. You know how serious it is when you have red pills and feminists agreeing that you're dumb. You understand the level of battery that you have to commit if you have red pills and feminists agree with each other? Keep in mind, people. These are two groups that are
like each other. Just saying.
That's not even like, I am convinced, Bradshaw, if we had like a Narnia setting and say, yo, we are charging to battle. Yeah, man. The two of them are say, yo, we are all up for this. Keep in mind, people, this man is playing. Yeah, this whole prank thing. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would.
Sway, understand this. People, may I say this, I'm going to say this to brag and boast. But you see, there's a perk of living in Florida where me enjoy quite well. Now, this is why people now fence about Buckler, Florida. So if you don't come in this bitch, try to learn this very quickly. You see, once you step foot on someone's property, you are seen as a THREAT, a threat. By Florida's law, you are automatically seen as a threat. The level of threat, that is left to be decided. But by law, you are a threat. to understand something. You see, like that white man who shot that black kid because he knocked on the wrong door. And you know that old white man said, I fleed, I feared for my life, but everybody said, but wait a minute. You've gotten a ring camera. You could have looked on the side of the windows. There's so many, and again, this is also victim again. He went into victim mode. It's because I'm a little old white man and I'm here by myself. It's not what? Question, doesn't your mailman drop your mail close to you? Because when they get older, some of them their mailbox is actually up near the door because them can't walk all the way come out. So you know, them adjust the mail. So when the mailman comes and opens your shit, you see him, right? When the paper boy comes and throws your shit on your porch, you see him, right? So why you couldn't see this kid? And it's not like he was being rude or anything and was playing a prank or no shit. He was knocking and asking, is this so and so? Is my little brother here? All he had to say was no, wrong house. 3 words. 3 words. No, wrong house. 3 words. And that young man would have turned around and walked away. But instead, this man went for his gun and from behind his door, aimed that motherfucker and fired it through the door at this young man and immediately went into victim mode. And again, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. In his old ass situation, he kind of did. He didn't end up going to prison, which to me he should have. And again, that's up for debate because some people are like, well, I mean, he's in his 80s and he needs. I'm like, again, I get that, but if your common sense is up in the air at that age, maybe you need, living assistance.
Or
Yeah.
Or, as most old folk in said country likes to do, living by yourself, isolated from everyone, ain't always the best idea.
True that.
Because, as history has proven time and time again, especially in the US of A, without human interaction, shit gets lonely. And when you get lonely, the demons in your head start to tell you, hey, cap a motherfucker. First person comes up. Doesn't matter if they're black, white, blue, purple, doesn't matter.
Or the flip side of what Doctor just said of attacking people, it's to make you suicidal. Lack of human interaction makes you suicidal.
Despite what those antisocial
that's a lie.
assholes will tell you.
Even the introvert, you hear me? Even the introvert needs little human to human communication. It's probably not a lot, but that little fill him cup or fill her cup. So if they're not chatting about it for the next 6 days, it not fears them because them get what? Them get them required dose already.
I wish for, even though Christmas Day, a little ways away, I wish we as people started saying, I do like people. I just don't like a lot of people. Because really and truly, I'm so tired of hearing I hate everyone. But man, you know how much energy it takes up for me to get up and say I hate something?
That's
like,
that's also something.
I was reading a book from a fellow artist. And yes, people, fellow
energy to hate.
Yes, people, fellow authors do critique each other, if you weren't aware. And I was reading this girl's book. It's a good read. She has a female main lead who is deciphering the psyche of the human mind. What exactly is wrong from right? It's a good read. And this asshole within the group is trying to paint this whole black and white narrative, right? Because apparently, murder is wrong. How dare you murder? So I asked him a simple question. I was like, what is living? Who gave you the right to live? These are the
Yeah.
questions that she's asking within the book. Yes, murder is wrong. From whose perspective?
Yeah.
Society. Who made society's rules? Men. And who made men? God. So are we going to sit here and say that God is just as cruel as man? The whole
Because
group.
we were well on because and the Bible states this. We were made in his image. And I
I,
know that's
I
well on
said
that's
that.
here nor
I
there
said
because them
that
say
to
God
someone.
is don't have a
I said
sex and
that to
whatever. Yeah,
someone,
yeah.
and she looked at me with such disgust.
Mm.
She looked at me with such disgust and say, "Oh, I'm reading it all wrong." And I'm like, "How am I reading it wrong?" So hold on. Let me get this straight. So
Mm.
we are violent because we are human. Who made us again? Oh, that's right, the supreme being. But oh, he didn't make us to be violent. We just became violent of our own course and nature, right? Right? And like, yo, I was being such an asshole to her. Like, I was just continuously getting in her face. I was just like going for her and say, yo, right? That's what you think, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, try to understand something. Even if, for example, right? Even if we were to take a man from Spain, a man from Jamaica, a man from India, a man from America, man from Europe, a man, you understand me? Say we had a diverse group of men. Do you know, without majority of us not being able to speak, there's a few things instinctively we all would agree upon. For example, one, if we see an attractive young girl or attractive lady walks down the road, 9 out of 10 men in that room are going to look. 9 out of 10 will lust. 9 out of 10 will probably would have liked to have sex with her. And that's without none of them being able to speak a word of English or understand each other. That's just based on human instinct as being a male. One. Two, we all are well aware that there is a low level chance of danger amongst all of us. All it really takes is just one of us to all right, look at it this way. All it takes is just one of us to start it, and then if the reason behind, the pop off no make no sense, it can also escalate it even further, depending on who's in the situation, because we are visual creatures as men. We think before we act. And if we used to say that shit was not right, we are going to do something about it.
Mhm.
That's how men are. Whether we stop the fight or whether we join the fight. Again, we use our brains, and this again without us even being unable to speak or communicate. This is us. We've been in situations before, right?
Mhm.
As men, we are providers, we're protectors. I've been in a situation where we went to this is Florida, rainfall like I could be here and it's clear right now, and in 15 minutes the place get dark, lightning a strike and everything. You think it's a movie scene with that one. Thunder roll and everything. And then rainfall for 20 minutes and then just clear. What the hell just happened? Yeah, it take a while to get used to Florida. It's crazy like that. I wish I was making this shit up. I know I'm a comedian, I have an energy about me, but I'm not making this shit up. Real talk. Me there, 15 minutes, you can see a cloud. Is that one? Nah, I'm tripping. I hope I'm tripping. Anyways, yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is this. We were at a butterfly garden. All different butterfly rasta. I send a few pictures, make you see it. You have a butterfly almost look like the Jamaica flag.
Was it?
And it vibrant, and I send you the picture, doctor. And for those who would like to see a picture, make know in the comment section, like, share the video, all them good stuff there. And we figure out something make you see. We have to take a picture of the picture, you don't know the thing go. You something have a video, the video, in case them take down the video. You understand?
I would just
Take a
simply
picture
just
of the
post. I
picture.
would just simply post in our group and know so you wanna not go send up and just sister now look on it. I mean, anything
That's
works.
not trouble on the table. Yeah, of course. And so, but anywho, the main point of the story is that it started to rain. parents are all out. Husbands, wives, grandfathers and their grandkids, and a whole lot of people in the garden. Rain start fall. Guess what happened? Like instinct, the men immediately turn into protectors. All away. We are get wet up, but what? The kids and the women have to try to make it. You understand me? So I open a door, me let in him and fem kids, and then when the people are running, him open the door and let me through. You understand? And this was a Spanish man, and then there was an Englishman in front of me. Him hold the door for the whole away, and the whole away run in. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we don't even know each other. Instinct. This is all instinct. Me and the Spanish guy don't know a word of it. We don't know a word of it. We didn't know to communicate. But what? When we saw our loved ones being exposed to the element, our protector modes chipped in. Every man that was a man there turned into a protector. And it didn't matter that you were white. It didn't matter if you were pink. It didn't matter if you were blue. We all stood in our position. So again, miss me with that bullshit. Men are naturally protectors, believe it or not. But we pay attention to what we're protecting. We pay attention. We were willing, and again, as a community, even though we couldn't speak or we couldn't understand each other, we understood enough because we are protecting our own. So when him say me open the door and let you him family, my wife, and everybody in between, him do the manly thing, the most masculine thing I ever see. Him stand up in the rain until my leg of the door and run through the thing, and he waited and get wet up like a man. And I'm like, my nigga, you understand me? I felt honored. And when we finally fly through and him leg of the door and me and him run and the rain and then we see the white man open the door, take him wet up. Big man, and I'm like him 70s. Stand up in the rain and take him wet up. So we can't make it through because him stand up and watch it 12 and let through everybody. And we didn't have to. Because some of the man them that were there run through and did not give a fuck. I'm just saying. You heard me? Fuck these women and kids. Yeah, some men actually did do that shit. So yeah, some man skip past them and gone. I'm like, well damn. Well damn. Yeah, so again, try if you understand this, people. Not every man is the same thing. And the one them who skip past, they're pretty boys. Not saying the Spanish man in front of me wasn't a handsome motherfucker. No homo. The guy did look, you can tell the dog literally took time off from work. Dog in a dress pants, him have on a red shirt up to the wrist, and dog here slick back. You can tell dog literally spending time with the fam. This was a family day outing, fam. And dog willing to take him shit get wet up to make sure being a fucking man, sway. Being a man. Yo, this what about.
I don't know. I don't know
if it's real men. Yo, respect a real man any fucking day, dog.
Yo, I don't know if it's just amusing or just laughing out of it. But the opening of a door for like females in general, it seems like such a bygone concept, like doing it these days. Like you get praise for it, and I'm like, huh? What?
I know, right? Like, something that we were doing when we were in like primary school, eh?
Like
from primary school, we open door for teacher. We open doors for the principal and all them shit there.
Like I have this bad habit, like the way the place set up, like outside of the office, them like you have set it's literally a prison. Me not Bradshaw, like everything you have in your buzz. Like, I'm like, motherfucker. Like me just look funny and say, yo, bad man, suppose something actually really happened. A man have to rush to come out of this place. Bad man, and then they won't fucking go there. When we say
yes. Yo, when I say like, I know it sounds fuck up, sir. I know it sounds fucked up and all, but if men were to truly think selfish, we saw that little fucker do, it's like, well damn.
Yo, Bradshaw, like me and my brethren,
It's
yo,
possible,
like,
like, wow.
yo, Bradshaw, we are here having lunch, you know.
Mm.
Not, you know. And we
Mm.
just randomly just say, yo, you know what say, this bag of grill buzz or them put on them door. You know, so them people are really trying to kill me off. Whole groups all laugh and they must say, yo, Doc, we had that one. I said, just think about me
No,
a
I
second.
thought, like seriously, think.
No,
Think
but
for a
listen,
second. If this shit was
first
to set on fire,
no, Mr.
how
No,
much
man,
I would
go
have
that
make it
fire now,
all this
Bradshaw.
good?
We have to go that fire now. Mr. All right, we'll make it through food door for lift from food office, right? And we have go down. The first thing that greets us, because we can't go straight anymore. Oh, forbidden. We have to take the left to go upwards. And then if we have come back, we have to come back down that road. First buzz on the left door. Then if we are by lunch this up, or if we are go out this up, two buzz because you have the the sliding buzz and then that buzz this up. Then after that is a next buzz out this up.
Hold on, the pause. Hold on. Whoa. You're not sure that I deal with like drugs and diamonds and jewels and shit. Better man, that's too much security, fam.
No.
What the fuck you do?
No. Hear this bullshit now, right?
That is a lot of security. Yeah, continue.
Me and my brethren them after we work finishing up. We have done this so many times. I'm convinced that if I actually contemplated it, the place would I lose everything because at specific times I have dusted this time and my time up on my phone every minute. Specific times the gate will like buzz and then it just stop work completely. And then every Wednesday, Thursday, you see them chain that they get because it stopped work magically. And I'm just like,
oh shit, that's crazy.
I'm just like, so them man just give one excuse for somebody else get stabbed up over here again.
Yes, they are.
Two tools when that happening. Yes, some man freak up a man time card, make a man. Boss, we must have boss about 37 hours. Man said that minimum you're supposed to have. Forget your full pay or something, or the full 2-week pay. Boss supervisor must have clock out and give man must have 28 hours. Yes, boss come back brawling. Nobody knows when the man walk through, the man slip through quick and easy. Go straight in the office, stop up a man. Stop him up quick. Come and see the bag of police on the ground, and I was indifferent to it. I'm like, probably somebody has shit their teeth out of their locker. I read in time, somebody gets stabbed up, and I said, oh. And the man said, Doc, oh, that's all the officer. I said, nigga, people are dying out here. People are suffering, and people are fuck around. You don't do that shit.
You don't play people like that.
Continue to tell people, yo, listen to me. We are literally talking to a bunch of white folks that couldn't give a fuck.
Yep.
They couldn't give a shit. And if they actually knew what...
They really don't.
Think about it like this. In every industry, and I've said this so many times, like I've taken a step back and looked at some of the shit I've done to some workers because I have done this. Every fast food industry that you've ever went, and they start grumbling at a company, yo, all the food that takes so long, or yo, all this that takes so long, or why am I after the end of this line? But man,
underneath the light, which is really good for my people can see my face. For those who only can't see me, I know my handsome motherfucker.
I guarantee you that everybody goes so they can see you clearly, and then they go say, "Oh, Doc looks like the shadow monarch." I mean, I'm going to take such offense to that bullshit.
Kayas, calm down, Kayas, calm down. Shadow monarch, Kayas, calm down, sir, calm down.
Yo, I remember one of my friends was watching the podcast, and she commented, and I swear, I'm not making this up. She looked at you, Bradshaw, and she said, Bradshaw would make a very good villain. I was like, what the hell are you talking about now? She said, just look at him. Very good what? She said, you would make a good villain, but the problem is you would be the villain everyone would root for and everyone would hate the protagonist. I was like, goddamn. I've been told
that before. I've been told. It's weird, right? Someone said that shit to me once. I'm like, you're the kind of guy that, even though you want him to lose, there's just something about you. I say, I know. I say, listen to me. I say, I'm a mix of a lot of things, but my fear, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck. It's a weird blend. Just perfectly right. Good shit. I'm not perfect. I never try to pretend to be, but I guess I get and somebody told me this, so you're kind of blunt. I'm like, okay. And I guess this is why the people in my work either love or hate me. It's a mix. It's a mix. I'm okay with that. Quite
Anytime,
frankly,
anytime any
people like the fact
coworkers,
I don't care. I don't care. I
anytime
really
any
don't
of
care
my
who this
coworkers
what
them hear me start like they hear the bass of my voice start pump themselves. Yep. Who pissed them off? God them know say yo, I don't go after people unless you know come with me
You
first.
understand me? You bring your
Listen,
shit. Oh, okay. Okay, so you started. All right, I'm gonna finish it for you. I
and
don't
then
go to I don't go to me for look for problems.
I
They
mean
tend to
they,
always find me
I
somehow.
mean, even
Don't know.
recently, this brother just filed for production for just get a little assistant manager post. Brother try to bright himself with me. But I literally cracked my knuckles and I said, well, another willing victim. Let's see how this
I
plays.
know, right? Let's do this way.
Man start
Yo,
chat off him out, attack a bag
big
of shit.
man.
And I just, yo, I just look at him and I just end the act. Yo, I just look at him and say, I just realized something. You talk all this nonsense and then I just realize, say, you're not my manager. You're just the step stool. You're just there for chat off him out because you don't know what I do for this department. So you just have to chat off him out. So really and truly, I'm going to treat you like I treat almost everyone else in here beneath me because I don't care.
Well, I get that. Quite
But
frankly,
but
what
this whole opening that doors thing, I don't know. It
I
feels.
understand this, people.
eh,
Understand this. People respect you more when you're not a pushover. Even if it means them calling an asshole a few times, but then they, they will acknowledge, say, yo, you are one of the real ones, right?
Yo, I don't
And
know.
well,
Wait, I
let
don't know if
me
it's a
explain.
defensive mechanism, especially for black men, but whenever you get called an asshole, especially by a group of people, there's something fulfilling about it because you know say you're right, but at the same time you want to hear say yes, you still don't like me.
Yo, understand something, people. You see, if done correctly, they hate you, but they know they can't do without you. It's a beautiful feeling. But I believe that it really is. But let me explain. Because they know your worth, and that's what they hate. They know your worth, and they hate that shit too. Understand something, believe that or not. Men, confidence and knowing what you are worth is very powerful. My wife knows who I am. My wife knows my value. She knows I know my value. Understand something. And because I know who I am and she knows who I am, there will be no problem when it comes to certain things in my marriage. Why? One, my wife knows I have a magnetic personality. Very easy for bitches to like me. Even as overweight as I am right now, I can still pull bitches. I swear to God. And this is not me trying to be an asshole or trying to flex that, oh yeah, I get bitches, my boy. No, it's a simple conversation and having a decent smile and being able to listen to a female. Because I realize something, because the men them a woman, so the man them a overtalk the woman, and I realize there's a lot of shouting. That's what I'm saying. Whoa, you used to wonder why all of this super shouting shit. Because the man them start go up there with the woman them too. When a woman start get loud, I go quiet. I'm just and then once you realize I'm not saying nothing and all good, 30 seconds of silence, and then so you want me to continue? That level of respect for your fucking self, big man. It's either them like you or them can't stand you.
Not that I want notice that anytime he, like
Hold on. But doesn't it work? Yes or no? When you're in a situation where everybody's shouting and you just sit there and just hold a masculine frame
right.
and just be silent and just wait on them.
I think recently, right? Because for some reason they feel as if the inside of the office needs to feel like Antarctica for some reason. Like, me not tell you, every day I cuss because like my entire body here so will be fine. My hands them because it's the most exposed part. Them start get frigid. Me everybody cuss about remote, and I'm just there sitting, and everybody say, "Yo, Doc, I try to talk. Doc, I try to talk." I'm not saying anything, Just sit down. I was there with motionless expression. I'm say, oh, so y'all done being jackasses are cool. So y'all realize that yo, if the AC turn off fully, the whole ever go dead in there, right? You realize that there's no windows in here for us to insulate the air. And y'all do realize that we have two, not one. It used to be one, but somebody come to drop food. We have two fucking rats in here. Me already kill one of them. Me now kill the next one. And they said, yo, Bradshaw, this has to be one of the most funniest shit I have ever done. This rat was pissing me off. Like, I was minding my own business. Just have type to the customer. This goddamn rat just continuously come closer and closer to me. And this bitch knows him come closer to me, you know. And I like so much I get from, you know, when animals tend to run away from danger. This asshole decided, oh, I got to test him fate today. I'm see him out of the corner of my eye. I'm say, you know, say if he come any closer, I go fuck you. I'm say, all right, continue fuck around. But this side said, no. But this side said, I go walk off a little bit. I say, I go left it because the chat queue did kind of low. So I walk out of the chat. I said, don't worry, man. This bitch come up to my chair. I see him did it. I look around. I wonder which one I'm there. Bradshaw. What I know? The aisle is very long. I walked all the way to the opposite aisle and I came steaming up. Me give one of the hardest kick that yo. Yo! Select that. Yo, I am not making this up. The rat flies so yo. The rat flies so fast in the air. It fly past one supervisor head and two girls sitting and they must say, yo, what a there's something was splat.
All right, let us say something that we might get into trouble for. Might. But I've been in a situation like that before. But hear me out. This small dog that's very vicious and attacks people, right? Right?
Shit.
Door is locked. But this one day, like, it was unfortunate. The person either forget or them pushed up and never finished click. The little bastard found his way outside. I was walking in with groceries and I'm like, oh, hell no. I am not going to backside, run upon them because he bites. So, but time peddling. Him jump off of the thing, I'm a step back like a karate me I do. Oh my God. I said, I give him one of the meanest front kick. I say, you don't know how hard we kick him? I felt his bones through my slippers. Well, that's how hard I kicked him.
With our slippers.
You understand me? No, but well, I never anticipated this little son of a bitch coming up on me. Again, I thought the fucker's door was locked. I'm like, oh my, yo, and I have the groceries in my hand and everything. I'm like, yo, I am not going to run. I'd rather kill this little fucker before it happens.
From both of those, it's when you're so done with, all right, you're probably coming off of a probably heated day. It's not a bad day, but you're just tired and you just want, yo, all right, I remember a scenario, right? This, all right, even though this damn dog, they up on it roof right now, that see me, and the little shit have to come to crouch because he knows that, yo, if he can ramp with me, he might get the same thing I get. Because, remember, you know, I used to walk past his yard, you know, never used to pay him no mind. And he always a bark off of me, and then I saw that the gate was continuously getting loose. So I was mentally preparing myself to say, yo, either one or the two. And I had trauma from experience where a pit bull ran after me. And the whole of my left side of my face, Bradshaw, I slammed so hard into the concrete wall while not looking. The whole of my face bruised. And I will never forget, my girlfriend at the time, when she saw it, because my father did stitch it up, and when she saw it, she said, yo, that is sexy. I said, and I was like, huh? What?
Women are so weird. Moving on. Yo, women are weird. Moving on, fam. Yo, believe me. Women are weird.
Yo, I was coming off of a bad day for work, you know. Like everything gonna add me. I'm gonna say the gate. I'm gonna say, okay. Yeah, go those. Kiss me. See this, me see my slowly walk out. Both of my growl. Bradshaw, I say, boss, the eye them up wide. The cinder block what me take. I don't remember where I from. I said the cloth when I cloth him in right here. So dislocated his jaw. all of a sudden, no, I am the bad guy. But no, you never offered to himself. I'm like,
no,
hold on, Bradshaw.
Mm-hmm.
Look for the owners, I'm gonna say.
After you finish, I'm gonna tell you how that one you conclude with Barty.
I'm gonna say, this dog has purposely lay-weighted people for try to attack them, you know. And him try to attack my sister. I don't know how to look upon me. That I want me evil.
I'm bad guy.
The sound no look, I never chop him up like such man and try to cook him. All right.
I fry sponge chew over that raw steam. Fuck me, mama. I'm just being honest, way. Anyways, that more than one with hang dog without put rope around his neck. That's what that expression means, god damn it. Anyways. Oh yeah. So back to Bossy, eh? So after Bossy jump off of the little ledge, I step back and I do what is known as a front kick. And my Gary, big man, I front kick with the heel of my foot, which means me I push my hip into the kick. Me say if you want to bite me, fine. But me know so when I kick him and clot him, nah, forget it. I say I fire my foot. Me say when I hit him the undercarriage, because him jump, I'm time him when him jump. So I catch him. So look on him, I flush him and I kick. So this was a real fight. Imagine your tummy is the soft part of your stomach. Imagine my foot, full force, rev running right up in your ass. It's like running into a goddamn wall. Listen, man. So when I kick that little son of a bitch, boom. So that like it hit him so hard that he went up and slammed in that window, drop, cry, turn and fly going in that place. Me hurry up and run going to my place.
Listen. Ain't no crime if there ain't no evidence.
You understand me? You understand me? Yo,
Besides, them little critters there, but they don't know Florida some have more protection than them. So I say victory. All right.
So a few months later now, right? Me I leave the building, right? And somebody called to me and said, yo, let me holler at you for a second, fam. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it's been a few months. And the police no call, nobody no come knocking on my door, none of that shit. I'm like, all right, come get away with it. So Bossy called me over and said, yo, I have this funny TikTok video, I really want you to see. You really want TikTok video. Dog edit from where that little fucker bought me from him edit from where my steppy with the grocery and that little fucker walk out a bark on the ledge. I must say, yo, this is my favorite part. I'm like, man, watch me step back and light up like a fucker. I want to jump, kick it like God, and it fling him and Who said the man I was pissing fucking self? He said, give me a second, wait. Man, hold up. Oh my God. I watch this like all morning. I said, normally he just hit the delete button on him shit. But something told him, you know what? Let's watch what happened. You know, it's early in the morning. I ain't got nothing better to do. So I press play. I'm drinking morning coffee. Yeah, that's good. You can't say you spit up on. You say, yo, Bambo. I drink. I said, this is my second change of clothes, my guy. In my original clothes, him spit up on it. When me keep looking fucker, the man laugh him like. So me start panic now. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm 4K.
I'm fucked. I'm like, oh shit. What me I gonna do? He literally catch me. Somebody said blackmail. Like, I'm broke. What am I gonna take from me? Oh shit. So him say, oh, I don't go that way. Don't know. I say, if anything I go and me I do all pushing. Don't talk. Tell him that already. Shit. For those of you who don't know that what me I talk about, watch the previous episodes. You'll find the episode.
Or better yet, just just use the Bing AI and just type in exactly what he said. You don't trust me. Yeah, if you like someone to get traumatized by Berserk and redo a feeler yet, you man say not yet. Continue.
I'm just saying. Anything I go on and me I do all pushing Rasta, man. We don't explain myself already. Doctor, if you want to send them the link to the video or whatever, figure it out.
Oh, no. When I send them a link to the video, I put it in the description of this video. Says search with Bing AI.
Anywho, so yeah, hell nah. Yeah, done. Yeah. What was I talking about again?
No, you're like say, yo, what was the conclusion to you?
Oh yeah. The guy start piss himself. I almost start piss himself. Me want piss myself, but him a piss himself out of humor. Me want piss myself coming to one guy jail. So boom. Doc turned to me and said, yo, what's yo? I said, don't worry, fam. So I hate that little motherfucker too. Don't worry, fam. I hate that little motherfucker. What's you do what me well want a long time. What's a nigga, yo, hear me I say. I'm glad to the camera and catch your face. Me I put this shit up on TikTok. Like, yo, if you find it, doctor, link me.
You know, I go download TikTok there, and I even if it take a week or a month, I go try to see if I can find that shit.
Man, me say I don't know where I'm save it under, but me I tell you that. Been a few years, but me I tell you, that little fucker had it coming. I'm sorry. And for those of you who want vex and feel some type of way, I animal lovers out there.
I would tell them to cry some more.
No, like be fair here. I'm trying to get into my place. What more for do? My hands are occupied. This little son of a bitch is literally hinting that he's going to attack me. I'm like, yo, I am not running. I refuse to run. And yes, like what doctor said, I was kind of pissed off. I refuse to fucking run. You understand me? I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. All right, I've been bullied before. And even them, I eventually make up a bend down and, run for them lives. So I don't see why I'm afraid of sitting. Not eat, like 24th, not my size. You little it's not even a big dog. It's like a tiny little fucker. You understand me? Yeah. You must be bumbucker. It's like almost like a Chihuahua breed, but he's not. Or a Yorkie, but it's not a Yorkie. Like a mix between a Chihuahua and a Yorkie. That's what that breed they look like. And I refuse to be bullied. That's what I said to myself. This was almost like out of a movie scene, dog. If someone square but looking fuck, I'm say, come man, come. As in jump, doctor. I swear it felt like I was sparring back at Jamaica. We had to karate and the front kick is the fastest kick in martial arts, by the way. For those of you who don't know. The fastest kick known to man is the front kick. No roundhouse, none of that pretty stylish shit. And also one of the most powerful kick is also the front kick. Why the front kick is the most powerful kick? Because it's a defensive kick. You use this kick to defend yourself from being attacked. Same way. If somebody steps to you, if he attack you, if you kick the lead leg with your front foot, kick him knee hard, bang! No matter how big and strong him be, he's going down. And probably land wrong and it might break. It happens, yes. Kick it the wrong way and he goes down the wrong way. He go pow! Oh! And star ball. And him literally fell, less than 4 foot. 3 foot. And him foot broke. Yes, the front kick is the most powerful kick. You kick him knee the right way, kick him in chest, kick him in balls, kick him in throat. If your foot can go that high. That's how diverse the front kick is. Women, and I tell people I would love to teach women, but I realize America it's an image. Excuse me. It's an image-driven. Image-driven society where you have to look the part before people take you serious. Unfortunately, I understand that now far too well. Image is important in America. So for those of you people who think that, and I mean, yes, we all watch Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, the whole 9 yards, right? We are all onto those things, right? When people tell you, say, men get on your game, get fit, get look good and all that, may I be honest with you. Most men in America could get even, you know, a better outturn of women by just gaining, just look good. Not necessarily just look good, by just changing the way how they move in society. You know, some people, you know, there's controversy. Some people who believe in a, you know, freedom of what you want dress, you know, dreads, and people want to wear gold teeth in their mouth. And people shouldn't discriminate and all that shit. I mean, in a perfect world, yeah, but we all do it. Let's be real here. We all discriminate. We all do it. Whether you want to believe it or not, you do. You really do.
And
Let me explain why
yes,
you really do.
you have some who do it consciously, and most times,
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Thank you, doctor. That's
most
that's
times it is unconscious, but discrimination does not differentiate
yeah,
from each
we
other.
do. We do. Whether you're conscious of you're discriminating or, you know, unconsciously you are discriminating. But
I
we
often
do
know
do.
something I've seen people continuously try to defend, and this does fall under this whole victim blaming topic.
Mm-hmm.
Black people can't be racist. That is the biggest amount
I
of
want to
harsh
slap the
shit.
person who said that, who started that rubbish. Of course, black people can be racist.
I wish I could go back in time to see the
Stupid.
first
Whoever said I want to
person
slap.
to say that, you know.
Of course, black people can be racist.
Because, you know,
Every other race can be racist. Hold on there. Pause here a second. Do you think an Indian can't be racist to a Jamaican? No?
I mean,
Hold on, pause. Well, because we have the same shade of skin color, same skin texture? No? Yes, you can be, you dumbass.
hey, if we put this to bed, I think it's pretty a good
A
time.
Russian, hold on there. Russians, right? Russians discriminate against other white people. Blue-eyed, green-eyed, hazel, pretty-eyed, white, smooth, blonde hair, all of that shit. They discriminate against their own.
And let it be known, people. Racism.
And they're white.
You see, racism, it's not based on skin color like how most people like to believe. If
that
you
is to me the most shallowest answer you can give. That to me is probably one of the most basic level of racism. We'll continue.
Most people
discrimination is a form of racism if you never know, yeah? For those of you dumbasses who never weren't aware of it. Depending on the situation, depending on the circumstances, discrimination is also a form of racism. Again, listen what I just said. For those who are going to quote me, based on the circumstance, discrimination is the equivalent of racism, believe it or not. Go, yeah, continue, doctor.
I'm just saying, you know, the most egregious and noted form of discrimination is class. What I mean by class, those who are of the upper echelon looking down on the middle class. Then you have the middle class looking down on the lower class.
Yep.
The cycle continues.
And the lower class hating, the lower class hating itself and hate anybody who wants to move from the lower class to go up in class. Yeah. Finish it that. Yeah.
This whole thing where
better.
You're discriminating because of my skin color. It's like, it don't make no sense. Like, that's not why. It's because you're beneath them in their eyes. You don't have them finances. You don't have the bucket of wealth. You don't have education.
You don't have the social status. You don't have the power to command shit. Yeah, as them say, boss level shit.
So, and then you have people who just take it out of context.
Yep.
Some people have it. We have a simple conservative conversation. All of a sudden, no. Oh, why is the white man commenting on this? How dare he? What kind of ignorant shit is that?
Exactly. Hold on, doctor. I'm not trying to cut you. But let's add to your point before you move it.
Yeah.
Try to remember where I'm over, so yeah?
Mhm.
Don't stick up in. People, try to understand something. At the end of the day, there is white homeless people, there's black homeless people. There's all race of homeless people in America. Florida proved that shit to me. I've seen more homeless white people than black people, believe it or not. And I'm not saying black people are homeless too, but there's more homeless white people out there than there are homeless black people. You don't hear them stats there though. You don't hear them things there. And they only show you a certain subsection of. There's more white people in America. That's fair. So most of the crimes, people don't understand, say, said the other the other demographic, that's all white people. Most of them people, they are white people.
Yeah.
Most of the drink and drunk violation, carrying an illegal weapon. Black people up there, but mostly white people, they're in a jail for them, believe it or not. But they don't hear these crime stats. You don't hear these crime stats, though. You
I
only hear
mean,
what the
I
black
mean,
people want to know, no.
if anybody did I watch the OG Spike TV and I watch them police chase there and them simple
Mhm.
shit, you notice how much of them people that get catch are some middle aged, young and dumb white folks. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Bradshaw not lying. A common
cops,
occurrence.
cops, the original cops. The original cops, believe it or not, majority of the people that they were arresting were white. Like when you watch the viewership, because this was a live show. Cops was live. You understand? This wasn't pre-edited and none of that. They had a camera crew that was riding around with the cops, and the cops was doing them duty, and they were talking, and it was mostly white. Domestic violence. It was mostly white people. Like it was mostly white people that got jail. Drug possessions and DUIs and yeah, a few Spanish people, a few black people they get arrested for drugs and everything there. And but it was mostly white people like say you were to watch an episode and they move from city to city. And mostly white people got jail. On the
Yep.
videos, and mostly white people that got jail. Like again, so you would have say like out of 9 arrests in a one episode, 7 are white.
Yep.
Probably 2 are black or probably 3 are black. You understand? And mostly white people that got jail on these shits. Most of white people that injure each other, shoot each other, fight and murder each other. And most of white people. But you don't hear them stats here. But yeah, continue that.
Yeah, it's like it just ties into the whole essence of the topic where, this whole, cut off guy, do we have work and stuff. But anyways, before we get
Yep.
to that point,
Mm-hmm.
we as human beings, not as black people, not as
Mm-hmm.
white people, Asian human beings, because I think this is a message that we need to start putting forward more. This whole victim mindset and clout chasing won't get us anywhere.
Yes.
And I have lived to see Jamaican artists being called out on their bullshit on the daily. And I'm going to use the most recent example, even though it's not really necessary, but just look at this shit, right? Popcorn. Everybody know Popcorn. Formerly
Mm-hmm.
of Gaza was, one of Carter protege. This man,
And know
born
that
out,
kid.
this man, born out his own brother for, delve into the delicacies of the female part. Only for now, 2-1 back to back in a Bradshaw, and like 1 year and 1 year back to back in a weeks, said this man was delicacy on his side, after he eat food.
Hold on, pause, hold on.
Bradshaw, keep in mind, I didn't need to know this, I just see the shit pop up in my recommended, I'm just saying, I'll keep on it. Girl brought in a voice note message at the done. Brawling. Caught in 4K.
A liar tell. Nah, man. Like, yeah, tell that.
Hey,
I can't rule the
I
boss,
will,
yeah.
no, I will
Nah,
say
man,
this.
AI that, man.
Hey,
Stop telling
I
AI.
will say
Okay,
this. Hey,
hello. Listen.
no, hold
Listen,
on.
oh, that's all. Oh, listen, me now. AI.
No, no.
AI. AI that.
Hey, hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
I go get,
Mhm.
hey, hold on. I will give boss the benefit of the doubt, you know.
You understand?
But it no look good,
The damn right it
especially
does sound good.
after you know, after this man fling away brother to the dog, them, you know.
Mm.
Man, burn out his own a flesh. Talk about say, yo, no man can there on me, I do them something to go for you, so. And now, all of a sudden now, look at you. Again, it is allegedly, but I don't think, all right, remember say this, Jamaican artists, when it comes to these type of scenarios, them always get catch. Always. I acting
All
video.
right,
Yo,
go easy.
listen to me.
This is all speculation. By the way, people, don't quote him. You know him sound like you might laugh him head off. This is all speculation.
No, hold on,
This
no.
is
Let me
all
tell no, let
subjection.
me
Hold
no.
on.
Ladies
Hold
and
on.
gentlemen.
No, these words have to be said because
No,
again,
me know. But let me
saying,
know. But let me just
mhm,
say it because I
yeah,
know.
this is hearsay, people.
I
You
know
know.
I'm laughing at this, but I'm laughing at it because the video that the person was doing about it was just so hilarious to me. Like I was just laughing over the fuck. But it runs into the same victim thing we are talking about because I guarantee you, right? Most of them money will get catch 4K and do these activities.
Mhm.
First they go come out, yo, she forced me to do it, or you know, me did caught in a bad spot and blah blah blah. But man, I have to say, wait, hold on,
Hold on. Okay. Go
Really
on.
see me and one of Dario, one of farmer virgin them, you know. Talk
Mhm.
oh this man, you know, the man used to bun this out brawling, you know.
Mhm.
It was one of our female friend drag her one side, I tell you so a little dirt at that was say, yo, such man did up so I beg for do it. And I was like, what you say? What you say a while ago? And woman say, yeah, boss did talk about say you want to some man rate you. And I say, what you say? So this hey, and I've always said this, no, but I serious note, I've always said this. If that's your lifestyle, both male and female, it's fine. Keep that shit to yourself.
That's all.
It doesn't
No,
need
no. Yes.
to be done by the
People. Can I add to you what you say, doctor?
oh man, yeah man, continue.
I'm just saying that I agree with doctor. Keep that shit in your bedroom. Nobody needs to see that. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Nobody needs to see that.
No
Keep
one
that shit.
no one
Keep that
needs to
shit
know
in
that
the privacy of your
no
bedroom,
one
sir.
needs to know what the Gok 5000 does. No one really needs to know. I know a lot of men might say they want to know, but trust me.
And then hold on. And then you make videos, you make little tiny skits of you sucking dick. And then when every dude in all of those videos is saying, yo, call me or slide in their DMs them now and nothing but yo, can you do me like you do on that video? Yo, mama, you suck dick, but and then you get offended. Oh my God, guys are creeps. Oh my God. No, you can't victimize yourself, Sway. You see, that's the
You're,
problem with society.
hey,
Yes, I have to go
listen to
back
me.
there. Go back to victimhood.
You know that
You
time back
can't
into
do that.
Bradshaw, you know that time back into? Men are what? Visual creatures. So you can't entice man them with that shit. And things that them just go leave it at that.
People, try to understand something. As men, when our daughters start looking like women, we notice. Not say we're perverted or anything, but we are visual creatures. That's why when we tell our daughters, honey, don't wear that. You know why we tell you that? Because we're men. We know what men think. We know how men look at the perception. You wear a sundress and you know you got a fat ass. Really, Sway? I'm not saying you can't wear a sundress, but
Hold on, no more an excuse. Oh, I'm just going to meet some friends. Really, my nigga? Really?
love, you're not for wear that. And then you see one turn on and complain and say, yo,
No,
man,
no.
all these guys just keep
I
coming up
have
to me.
a group of friends that have proven say, yo, you can wear sexy outfits without it looking sexy. It has
Yes.
done
Oh
time
yes.
and time again.
There is ways of doing it, yo. There is ways of looking presentable without looking too damn. If you
Like,
understand what I try to say.
like, I remember I saw this female. Don't know her from anyway, you know, but I could tell she was hella uncomfortable because yo, Bradshaw, the girl thick. And she look like say yo, she passed Trinidad and took. And she just have everybody just a look upon her and just tell her say like out of courtesy become sister, yo, she had go somewhere like where me and her go like the same destination. I'm letting her sweater. I'm telling her to just cover up. And then just did a silent talk to her and say, yo, well, you can't. She say, yo, thanks, but you know, I say, but nothing. You have your cleavage showing, and your boobs big. Your boobs are big. So the man then go look. Hell, I should be looking, but I have respect for you. You get me?
Nigga, fuck that. Nigga, you looked. Yeah, but moving on.
But I just stated I looked. What? I stated I looked.
No, you said I should be looking. No, the last line you said I should be looking, but
no,
no,
I said I should be looking, and I am, but I respect
I
you.
didn't hear that I am part. God damn it! Well, you got me fucked up. Of course you look. God damn it! We're men, and by the way, ladies, sorry, I've had the moment where doctor said we do look. We do look. I mean, we might not say anything, but again, today in the supermarket,
I remember a female said this to me.
I know a married man, married Spanish man, and there was this Jamaican big woman who was standing in line, and my God, the curves on that bitch. I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm human, yo. And I mean, I've been asked this question and I've been stated it. I say, yeah, I do admire, but that's as far as it'll go. That's it. I'll never talk to you. I'll never approach you with them kind of conversation there. And I lead with my wife. How much time you have to tell her this shit? I lead with my wife. I don't forget that I'm a married man. I make sure it's stated to the woman whom I talk to. Oh yeah, my wife likes that. My wife likes that.
Yo, you know some rate your Bradshaw. You know some yeah, good you. You know why I say that? Because enough man in that same position I go fall to the what? The flesh. Yep. All right. You see? Yep. It all comes full circle, people.
I lead with my wife, and I'm say it to her, and she's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Really?" I'm like,
I know this whole argument bullshit about the willpower. My guy, I have two girls in my department right now who have the curves are some of the broadest things I've ever seen in my life. And one of them look for me. She knows me. I look for her. She's walking away. Knows me. I look for her. She comes back and she say, "You know, you make it obvious that you're undressing females." And I'm like, "Am I supposed to say sorry?" My girl was shook. My girl, me literally start hearing my girl heart start to the best. Wow.
The riz is with this one. The riz lies with this one.
All right, and next one of my female coworker said,
you could have been a case. You could have been one of us. You could have been one of us.
She looked at me and she said, if we were supposed to take account of how many times you've undressed the females in this department, you know you could be arrested. And I'm like, come, take me off, officer. Me not deny it. I have done it. First of all, no, it's not as if they're hiding what they're wearing.
You understand?
Then no, some of them, I don't know what it is about females, but some of y'all wear some drawers that just not make no sense. No sense.
Hold on. Pause. There's this sweat pants that they make nowadays that when the woman put it on, says she have like somewhat medium cheeks. Mm-hmm. When she put on the pants designed for purposely dig down into her ass and literally pump up the cheeks. So pretty much when she put that on, you're seeing nothing but cheeks, figuratively and literally. Get it? Butt cheeks. But yeah, for those of you, me no make it all. But anywho, so I'm like, and these girls are walking around supermarkets shopping, and you look like that, and I'm like, and they get offended when men look. Are you serious right now? Look what you have on. The thing literally make you get cakes. Literally, you're putting your cakes on a stand when you put that shit on. And you're offended that men are looking? Oh my God, this is crazy. I said that that shit one time to a girl, and the girl's like, no, I dress like this because I want men to look. And I looked upon her and I respect that. And she walked off and I looked. And she turned around and she glanced and she smiled and I'm like, and she turned and walked and I looked again and she turned and like, she's that at this point she's flirting with her eyes. And that second time we turned and walked. If she turned a third time, she probably come at me. Again, I like what I saw, but that's as far as we'll go.
Yep.
I love my wife. And I mean that shit.
As it should be. Good man.
Of course.
Enough man for some reason. Afraid to say that about how they love their Sydney. Hey, me have a question. Some people might look at him and talk about how he's doing too much. I tell him no. The man is actively I tell you say, yo, this are the girl why I'm married. The man say it out loud and the man say hey.
No. Yes, you're not supposed to be.
First of all, you want to know the funniest thing, compared to you, Bradshaw, he can't fight to save his life. But is he going to go down knowing that he went into a fight for anything and knows, yo, I respect it. Even though he can't do shit. The man has stated his claim time and time again. The man say, yo, I know I can't do shit. Guess what? I'm going to try though. I'm like, well, you're finna respect it.
Honestly, it's sad. I wish dudes like that would swallow them pride and make me teach them. I like when dudes like that know how to fight. I like when dudes like that know how to fight. You feel me? Because you deserve to know to defend the one you love. When you genuinely love her, you can know to defend her. Defend your family. All right. There's a topic. Oh, well, shoot. There's something I was wanting to say. But yeah, based on this, hell yeah. Ladies, there's something I need to talk about. And I know we're kind of in deep, because we're there for a minute. But understand something. There's something we need to speak about. Brick lady. We need to talk about that.
We did mention about, best time comes, I mean, as it's coming to the end. So yeah, we could close off because we did start with her.
Yeah. But Brick lady, from what I've seen, is a scam artist. And hold on, listen, she scammed both sides of the coin very well. She scammed the guys who wanted it to be real because, red pill rage still exists. And these men are out for blood. So you have a portion of men who are like fresh and fit. Yes, there's a demographic for everybody. I'm sorry. There's some people, there's some sick men out there who actually revel in dark shit that happens to women, like what we assumed, like what happened to her. That woman is a great actress. She played it so well. Because when the real guys who were actually there, because, again, a cloud chaser lied that he was there. He wasn't. But the actual men that were there, when I'm here to say, the guy who hit you, them start look for the man and them couldn't find the man. There was no man because she didn't get hit. You want to know what happened? She had an allergic reaction to something. She got an allergic reaction that made her face swell like that. And the side effect of that is her voice gets hella raspy. So in that video, it said, I have never that was good acting and all, but that's a side effect of her allergic reaction. So that acting that had all those women in their feelings and demonized men, y'all got played.
It went from the whole, feeling sympathy for her, and I I'm not going to lie, I was a bit, caught up, but again, I was indifferent to it because I'm saying, I just can't say how more than 5 man or any amount of man can see a nigga ready to throw a big ass brick and not do anything. Like,
You
no,
understand
I
me?
know, I know
Fam.
can't
You say,
change.
yo, you can't do that, fam. What the fuck you doing, man? Even
No,
if you're not physically there, you would have said something to draw attention to him. Yo, bro, what the hell you doing, man? You
I know
can't do
some
that.
day and age where we think say, all men are pussies, but it's not really the case, especially when it's a group
No,
of men seeing another out of pocket
exactly.
man do that shit.
Contrary to all of it, contrary to what people may or may not believe, most men know if there's a group of us and it's just one of you, we can fuck you up. It's called jumping. It's called jump. Like I said, there was a video of a Reddit post of this guy saying like, they caught some men wailing on a chick once, like literally beating her, dog shit beating her. And they literally circled the 2 or 3 guys. That's how much money they did. And they made to pull them off her. And they should run off. Come to find out, one of them a cry while I'm a pull him off. I say, yo, fam, what the fuck you crying for? Why you crying for? You're the one who's beating her up. I said, no, fam, you don't understand. That bitch set my brother up, fam. She set him up. She made them motherfucking kill my boy. When them realized what they did, they felt terrible. So yeah, that's bullshit. That was bullshit. But I believe that one day. The woman who killed this man, technically she killed him. She set him up. And we've seen in videos or circulate on YouTube and,
That
black, I'm not want to say black, women set men up. Women set men up. Not all, and I'm not saying all, I have to say that because, people might take this personal and it's not personal. But through time, when it
first
comes
of
to
all, we know it's not all women doing this, but
women, come on.
problem is we are seeing too much of women doing it. That's the problem. Because take into consideration, if a man goes through something like that, hears that his brother has been set up, he was beaten on her, and another of his, black brethren take him off and he might explain the situation. Him see an ex-female who probably genuinely is getting her ass beaten for no reason. He doesn't know, and he probably doesn't want to know. And you can't blame the man for that.
Yes.
But
yes.
then you're going to
Them
have
things here. And by the way, people, you need to understand the woman that was getting her ass beat, she used that as the excuse to get this man killed. This man did not put his hands on her. The one who died, she wanted to get rid of him because, they was having issues because I don't know if he was making more money or whatever the petty excuse it was. But she pulled the Hail Mary by saying he was beating me. And again, when men go into protector mode, we sometimes go overboard. And I'll be honest with you, it does happen. Not saying it's a good thing, but it does happen. When it does happen, sometimes people die. People rot in a prison. And evil bitches walk the street like they never do a fucking thing. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, men and women do atrocious, evil shit. That goes without said. But don't act like that every woman don't deserve to get their ass beat. Not saying that, but not every woman out there that's getting them ass beat don't deserve it. Some actually do deserve it. I'm sorry. And it goes the other way for men too. Some niggas deserve to get the shit kicked out of them ass. You understand me?
And that people.
I mean that with every fiber of my being. And I believe the opposite too. If you are scum,
I'm not mad at that. Not mad at
you are scum. You deserve everything of bad family to you, man or woman. And I mean that.
And I'm not mad at that. Because at the end of the day, this whole guilty, not guilty until proven bullshit doesn't go for everybody. And I believe the justice system is way too.
Hold on, pause. The
Mhm.
justice system is one thing because you can be innocent in the justice system and still get fucked out in the streets.
Yeah, no, that I was getting to that. Come here, say, yo,
Mm-hmm.
not going to use the word common sense because I'm tired to say it. People don't have common sense.
Yeah, common sense isn't as common
People
anymore.
who are ruling some verdicts.
As common as one
If you
time.
ask them, would you do this to your wife, brother, sister, mother, father, uncle, or any mentor that you had in life? I guarantee you they will stutter. But at the same time, they're willing to put down some of the harshest punishments, even while knowing what they're doing is wrong. But yet still, they want to claim that they're morally ambiguous. Think about that for a second, people. So while we are controversial topics understand the difficult situation that victim blaming is, you can't believe both sides until you have enough evidence, and by that time it might be too late.
Yeah.
If both sides weren't doing so much dumb shit, we wouldn't be here. You see, honestly, if people were just honest, if people were just honest about their intentions, like I get it. The world can't all be sunshine and rainbows. That's fine. But you mean for them to say even when you're lying, you can't be honest about what you're lying about? Really? You're already a piece of shit anyway. Might as well just be honest about it.
True. I agree with that one day.
So
you've already declared what you are. I'm not see why you have to hide about it now. You've already acknowledged that you are a piece of shit. Move on.
Like it's not as if it's
why get bent out of shape over it?
No, it's like when people like that's why I tell people say, oh, as much as I can't stand the bastard, at least he knows what he's about. Can't stand Chris Brown because I used to be one of his defenders. Only if you find out this motherfucker really is a piece of shit. Now say yo, such a girl never use that clout to come and boost her career, but at the same time, this motherfucker continued to do the same bullshit that got him into the problems in the first place. You get me? And I'm there looking like the big idiot to defend this asshole. I thought about, yo, people need second chances. Well, he got his second chance and did the same bullshit again. So look at who looks stupid now. Eh? I'm not even going to touch on the facts, yo. Like, I'm not going to touch on the facts saying when they're in Jamaica because, yo, that's just one different episode where we just need to laugh after Jamaican people, honestly. As much as it pains me to do, that's one different episode. And I hope we have Rajiv and Dario for that because I would really like to know who in their right mind would honestly spend that much money when I can see this nigga for free in a Tivoli Gardens. Nigga! What? Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up. People are getting an autograph. Be free.
Big man, I tell you. Me would have got TG. Yo, all me, whatever. I mean, yo, I said that day there, everybody got TG. I mean, people from out then I'm talking. I mean, badness put one side for that day there. You understand me?
Man, literally, I think him did all do one little shoot down. I think the man all do one little video shoot down the two, if I recall.
Probably did. Probably film next song. So yeah, it's quite possible. I understand. Chris Brown and Milk, this exposure, you know. People think this shit is free. Chris Brown is not dumb, just like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Hold on, Jay-Z and Beyonce went to Trenchtown. Tivoli down the road from there. So. Why them going down? Why them I go town? Why them I go to all these volatile places? Think, people, think. They're not dumb. They're smarter than you think they are. Publicity is very important, sir.
As Eddie would say, think. It ain't illegal yet.
Chris Brown want to tap into the Jamaican, not only just the music part of our culture, he wants the Jamaican audience
Yep.
We are an audience all to ourselves, believe it or not. We may be less than like 100 million or whatever like that, but we are still very popular and we reach a huge demographic of people. Chris
Yep.
Brown ain't dumb. Chris Brown watched that scene, stupid. Busta Rhymes still has influence. DJ Khaled to this very day still I work with Jamaican artists to the point where Sizzla Canal bun a platinum record. And technically, it's just hold on. It's just plastic. Technically, it's just plastic. He has that platinum record regardless. For all of
Yep.
you idiots who think say, oh, him bought the platinum record. Oh, my idiot. No, you idiot. On the billboards, he's still a platinum artist, you ask. He knows this. The problem was the money they had of like the streaming and everything there for the song. Once it reach over 1 million, the revenue goes back to to whoever is in charge of that. Or him and Khalid must have some agreement, and Khalid never fully got through. And so him bun Khalid send him the record, and just burn it, broke it up, cause technically him still have it. It's just plastic. Him have whole heap a plastic. If you was a thief, jump in and thief, Sizzla platinum record and run it. If you go search yourself on Amazon, like how much? You can buy a platinum record if you never know, you know, right? You can buy a real platinum record. Not legitimate platinum, but the actual platinum record itself. You'd be surprised how people go platinum in America for some fuckery things. You just have to catch it.
I mean, these are the same.
People.
I mean,
You just have to catch it.
I mean, even though this probably might be a good place for we end off, but
Yeah.
whole buying the same phone over and over again and thinking it's just some new shit, for all you idiots. Yo, I respect iPhone, Samsung, PlayStation, and well, not PlayStation, because PlayStation actually does give new game consoles, but iPhone especially. Whoever the marketing person for iPhone must be, they must be living in some goddamn lavish lifestyle. Cause them just say, yo, boss, what you got for me? Let's sell the same phone over and over again, but name it something new. You're a goddamn genius. Millions.
Pause. Somebody made a video. Yeah, I tried to share it. Android user versus iPhone user. So the iPhone user asked me what kind of phone him have. Him say, I have a Google phone. And believe it or not, people, Google actually make a decent phone. I know, right? Believe that Google makes a damn good phone, but you don't hear about it, right? That's what because them cheap, but them cheap. Believe that or not. It's cheaper than whole heap of the major big phone them, but it does the same thing and even better. The best camera quality. Them want it. Yeah, I think it's what Google Pixel. I'm not advertising for them now because them will watch this and then next thing you know, I'll pay them ads that go flood with shit. So I'm just saying. But yeah, it's a good phone. Good, it have good space, good software, the update speed and everything. There, like certain things it don't need to do compared to a regular phone. Because a fit them phone, them you understand me? Like even when it's updating, it takes like less memory to do compared to regular phones because it's their phone. The software that every Android runs on is owned by Google. Again, you understand this? When your phone gets filled, that them full it on purpose. So it makes sense to say my phone don't full up fast. So when your phone now work, you still have the next 2-3 years to use your own. Google ain't stupid. They're not. And again, the phone's good. Oh, the quality of the pictures. Oh, you need to see it. The game interface? Again, I'm not advertising for them, but I'm just saying. But yeah, the iPhone user was just tripping because he was using an iPhone. And I'm like, why though? And the man said worldwide, Androids are preferred more worldwide. Man say, oh, maybe because not everybody can afford an iPhone. Yeah, maybe I should buy one. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? What am I watching here?
First,
Well, yeah, go ahead, doctor.
no, that's not end upon this.
Yep.
Anything on me after they upload to cloud storage every minute? Absolutely not. That's all I will say. That's all I will say. But on a more serious note, I want to take into consideration what we said in this episode. A lot of it is some key
Yes.
information I want to need to understand.
Yes,
This
ladies and gentlemen.
victim stuff, nah, get we know here. Me I continue ring that on our head because no found no dents anytime when you say that. And this go and honestly, we need to get back to the root of understanding the person you're speaking to. Because I fail to see how persons you've known for such a long time can just on a whim just blame you for things that they know you didn't know because of emotions. Like, who raised you?
Exactly.
I've seen so many mothers hear some nonsense come out of them daughter mouth and slap the shit out of them because of it. Father seen them sons behave like them in a sense, thump them down straight this up. Yes, you're never too old to get an ass open. Understand that?
True that. True that. True that.
I as old as I am,
that's it.
as old as I am now, I will never ever call any of my parents by their first name. Ever. I don't care if me and them are so or me and them cool. It is just a respect.
Damn right, it's respect. Hello. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to hurt my children's feelings. I'm not afraid to. You understand me? Don't get it twisted. I love children, and that will never change. I want more children. Shit. I want a few more. Even in 2023, I still believe in family. I want more kids. My wife wants more kids. Because we've done make up our mind, said this marriage thing is it or death. We mean that shit, by the way. And that was one of my prerequisites for us being together. If we're going to be together, try to understand something. And I made this very clear when I was courting her. I don't believe in divorce. I don't believe in divorce. I don't care what you want to come off. I don't care how you feel about whatever. We work this shit through. Second one. I don't need people in my business, in our business. Me and you have a problem, we work that shit out. I don't care. No. It's me and you, and me, you and your family, and me, you and your male friends. None of that shit. Me and you married. The fuck? Not gonna say yo. If you plan to keep a thriving marriage relationship, you have to bear in mind who you're married. Them you made a vow to and in front of God. Them are the consumer, which is you, the product. And if the consumers are complaining, guess what? You have to fix it. Yeah, because guess what? They might invest them time and energy and all that shit into you too. It's a relationship, Rasta. It's not what you think it is. It's not no fucking dictatorship. You never married a fucking dictator. You married a human being. Act right. The fuck? Just saying. Yeah. Act right. I don't care who you are. And again, that's how you know if this person is the right person for you or not. If the two of them can't see eye to eye, even if, I mean, like, there's no compromise. This person is hella bent, have to have them own weight. No, that's not the person you fam. That's as easy as I can make it for you, male or female. If me approach you and say, babes, we need to talk. I don't like so and so. Yo, I don't what the fuck wrong with you, man? Yo, I told you, yo, what the fuck wrong with you? I don't like these bitches, man. But once you get a reaction like that, let him go. Sweetheart, let him go. Let him go.
No,
You don't need that shit anymore. You do not need that shit anymore.
If every time you and this man, you and this woman, you can't have no peace.
Same thing, youth. Yo, you and I have been together for 4 years, dog. And when we got jail, dog, she bring two underpants. Well, I know she bring two underpants and a few. You understand? She put a thing on books. Okay, cool. She was there for a season, not a reason. See it right there, so she was there for that season, that point in your life. That don't mean that, and I know it sounds like that's some kind of counterproductive, what may I say? Try to understand something. If that person does not bring you peace,
it make no sense. No
all
sense.
the church, all the good them do, all the flowers, all the roses, all the money him spend, not gonna cover the black eye when him give you the other night.
It's just
Or the
another way.
way him belittle you.
Hold on, it's just another way of our favorite word used by both the red pill and feminist factions, manipulation. And with that,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen, moving to understand what Bradshaw been saying, because me telling you this, if you have to do it continuously argue with somebody, listen to me. If you have to be arguing with someone, and let me leave you with this thing every day,
every day. No common ground. If you go down the road, problem. If you put on a slipper,
in the comfort of your house, and you're supposed to just be having a simple conversation, and it turns into
argument, big argument.
Just avoid each other. Just leave. Just any practice up.
Done. I swear. I know someone. Yo, you can't say anything. You're married. Your time's hard. Fam, seriously, understand something. This is not me saying this to be malicious.
You what them just say? Time's hard. Exactly. That's why you know you put yourself so much stress.
Can you imagine how easy not remember nowadays some people set up people in then. All a woman have to set her phone for a card and just pick a fight with you, you know. And all she do, she start it, piss you off, and then she press the card and come in the room. Hey, Bumbo won't get me licking your bumbo club, you know. We all see I deal with me. Hey, get me thumping it. I record all of this shit. I post on social media to make you look like a monster. Is when she a pick until you finally snap. No, at the part where you snap, she start record. And you're a fucking evil. No. Then I show how much box and kick and how she deal with you like dog shit in front of people. You don't see that? No, social media don't show the part. They don't. I'm sure the part. And when the evidence finally come up, you say, yes, she is actually a fucking narcissist. Oh, this man is locked up and his job gone and he's lost everything. He can't get a work. And, you know, this bitch move on with her life.
He will get
married and move on. And him still, him fucked up him start take drugs and
and does she feel remorse? Nope.
A bumbo cloth ounce.
Society is going to tell him sorry, now keep
man and woman do so. So not say the man who him left him good girl and they would the big body browning. You think him care where I do? Fuck no. Same energy, love. It's just it manifests different. I mean, no, yeah, it seem a way because men do it away but women do the same thing nowadays, yo. We cheat at almost a very similar rate. Man cheat at a 46% rate. Woman cheat at a 42%. That's 4% difference. That's a huge jump. Think about that. That's how often women give on now. Just saying. Doctor.
Come on. But you know, as always, Bradshaw, it has been and always will be, my brother, a pleasure. Don't know. I really did enjoy this episode tonight, just like last week. Speaking of which, I actually thought we would have got more views. When I'm bridging them, Jervis. You listened to a few things, and boss's feathers were a little ruffled by some stuff that you said, but me kind of explain it, and him said, "Oh,
well."
No, he's not one of them idiot where go off of all that emotion. It's just that he just has certain opinion upon certain things where he never really agree with. But himself, for the most part, he did enjoy our takes and everything. The man say, yo, when we start light up all I idiot them who are dick ride, the man say him never laugh so much in his life. The man say him spit out in water at work multiple times. The man say right back to minute 17:30. Yeah, man. I remember that vividly because I remember that vividly because right there, so we start light up and one of them will start comes and say, yo, yeah, man, start them. But yeah, People do check out our last video. You know, we spoke about the One Piece live action and how the fandoms are slowly but surely becoming worse and not better.
Yes, yes. And I'm sorry again for those of you who bought the whole Batman, the whole Superman, Goku. I don't know if it's that because that's me the most controversial thing I've ever said. But
Honestly,
I'm sorry if that hurts.
honestly,
I'm sorry if that hurts
honestly,
because I know
honestly,
Superman he
I'm
would have
really
win. Sorry.
no, I'm really not sorry for what I said because a full time now people upset me. If I can accept seeing Goku getting beaten twice, not once, twice, you can accept that Batman is really not the shit. Yeah, cool.
Give Batman.
But
Well, Superman are the argument, but no, seriously, people, try if you understand something. No matter which way we spin it, he couldn't win. I mean, even if you try to apply certain logic to it, Superman still, what is Superman? Still OP, way more broken than Goku.
yo, even if you give even if you gave Superman his worst disadvantages, the man has proven he can beat anyone with said disadvantage.
Remember, after you said that to me, one of the biggest one. He was on a kryptonite planet. I remember this fact because it's in the comics.
Yep.
He was on a kryptonite planet. He mustered, listen, you know, all of his strength after living on a kryptonite planet for long. And this is what he did by mustering all of his strength. Him jump off of the planet with such power and force that not only did he escape the dimension he was in, he also hit the World Forger so hard, one hit, and him knock him out.
And keep in mind, people.
And this man did not, remember, people, this man was living on a kryptonite planet.
And let's not pretend as if let's not pretend this whole time Batman never just a fling Superman under the bus. And Batman did admit that he never believed say Superman when I get out of this one. Yeah. I remember that. Bradshaw freeze. Let's try to freeze. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, it seems as if Bradshaw has some camera difficulties, but again, like, comment, share on the video. Do check out our previous video, the anime live action.